Well, I think it's 6:31. My experience for other years that we've had a Friday night that coincided with Christmas is that it's usually a smaller crowd, um, because there are some of our families with Jewish adjacent spouses, and they're helping them to celebrate their holiday, which is also beautiful. So I think we'll go ahead and begin, and we'll start with Hine Matov.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת האחים גם יחד. חסד ייבנה, ידעי די די ידעי די. עולם חסד ייבנה, ידעי די די ידעי די. עולם חסד ייבנה, yadai dai dai yadai dai. Olam chesed yibane, yadai dai dai yadai dai. I will build this world from love, yadai. Build this world from love, yadai, dai, dai, yadai, dai. And if we build this world from love, yadai, dai, dai, yadai, dai, then God will build this world from love. Yadai, dai, dai, yadai, dai, olam chesed.
Now, if you have your Shabbat candles and would like to recite the blessing and light your candles with us, that would be great. I should turn around this way as we have ours. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Last time it burned my bookcase, so we're moving them. And we'll continue with a little bit more light and bright in our lives with Lechadodi.
Yalla la 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 lechadodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat kabela. Shamoy v'zachor v'dibur echad, yishmi'anu elam yuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'letfilah. Yalla la 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 lechadodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nercha, ki bekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshava techila. Yalla la 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 lechadodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Itoreri, itoreri, ki ba'orech u'mi'uri, uri, uri, shir daberi, kivod Adonai alech nigla. Yalla la 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 lechadodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Yalla la 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 lechadodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 pnei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. We now continue with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. Be'almad divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei techol Beit Yisrael. Bagala uv'izman kariv v'imeru amen.
Yehei
Shmei Rabba Mevorach
Le'olam olam le'amaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Brechu Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imeru amen. We now ask if you are able to please rise for the Barchu. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai, dai. 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 Am I awake? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Orechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed Le'olam va'ed Yadadai, yadadai, dai, yadadai, dai, dai. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai, dai. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai, dai. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai, dai.
We bless God and God's creation with Ma'ariv Aravim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, b'chokhmah potech she'arim, u'vitvuna mishane itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'mesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom u'mevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzavaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Unending is your love for your people, the house of Israel. Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts have you taught us. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and rejoice in your Torah and mitzvot. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life and the length of our days. O may your love never depart from our hearts. Blessed are you, Adonai. You love your people, Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated if you were standing. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha v'beitecha uflechtecha v'derech ufshochbecha ufkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים לחיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot osef ele, Torah tehilot osef ele. Malchutecha ra'uv alecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Ze'eli anu ve'amru. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרים shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. We now ask you to please rise if you are able for the Amidah. Adonai tzifatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el hagadol hagibor v'hanera, El Elyon, Gomer chasadim tovim, v'konei hakol, v'zocher chazdei avot v'imaot, u'mevi gula livnei b'neihem, leman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atav rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh shimcha kadosh, u'dekoshim b'chol yom yahalu lecha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
If you are standing, you may be seated. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share of your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Hamakom. Our prayers are the offering, and you are the temple. Our words rise to the sky like smoke from a flame, swirling above what is burnt, what is broken. Holy One of blessing, please accept them all, the words and wonder, the fear and awe. Life is light and wax and burning, Every offering we bring before you is a way to draw near, a promise of our love. Baruch atah Adonai mekabel ha'olot. Blessed are you, Holy One, who accepts our offerings. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We take a moment for our own prayers of the heart as we begin a silent prayer.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, אמרי פי, ויון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי, אדוני
So for this evening, I want to offer you something a little different. I can't say that it is the most expressive of all of my Divrei Torah, but I think that there's a lesson that we can still learn from it. And I'd like to invite you all to come back next week when Rita Rich will be doing our Devar Torah, which I am sure will give far more depth than this. 'Twas Erev Shabbat, and all through the shuls, rabbis were praying and teaching God's rules. Vayigash, they would say, go study and learn. Joseph is revealed, and then Jacob returns. Begins with a goblet, stolen by none, but placed by Yosef to accuse Benjamin. He must stay here. This thief must remain in Egypt, a slave. Here they go once again. So Judah spoke out, have you not heart? His mother's other son was torn apart. By a beast, we presume, our father was told. This will kill him, ne'er shall he grow old. Take me, Judah cried, I'll stay in his stead. 'Tis better I stay than our father be dead. A cry went forth, all of Egypt could hear. Joseph forgave his brothers and shed a few tears. I'm Joseph, he said, I can hide it no more. They wept all together, peace restored. How is my father? Joseph wanted to know. Fetch him for me, then to choice land you will go. So the brothers returned, and Jacob's heart revived. So happy was he that his son had not died. Jacob went to Beersheba to thank Adonai. In his dream, God said, go down to Sinai. By royal escort, Jacob came to him. His family escaped, survived the famine. Pharaoh was gracious and gave them Goshen, and Jacob replied by blessing those men. A blessing, you ask, for an Egyptian? That's right, I swear. Need I repeat my diction? Like the promise in Genesis to Father Abraham, even non-Jews shall be blessed through him. From our tradition, we learn to love one another, always to show love and respect like a brother. When we make mistakes, let anger not win. Through true teshuvah, we'll be restored again. And such was the meaning of this parashah. People can change. And by the way, there's no halacha. But families can heal and blessings abound, not just for us, but to those all around. And Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, Dan, and of course Naphtali, and Gad, Asher, Issachar, and Zebulun, Dinah and Joseph, and young Benjamin, prospered in Egypt. They did not fall. With a blessing for Pharaoh, a blessing for them all. Just a thought for this special Shabbat. And with that, I'd like to call to mind members of our community who are in need of healing. And we call to mind especially Tom Brown, Jeanette Patton, Charla Davison Gates, Tyler Zeisloft, Pat Bloom, Ronald Epstein, James Hockman, Judith Perlman, Lorna Kundert, Jan Berman, Gail Russick, Melinda Glovka, Mike Ammons, Helen Fine, Jeremy Wise, Ed Bulin, Christine Wagner, Tracy Huddleston, Joe McKenna, Ellen Goodrich, Mark Romanowski, Jerry McDonald, Richard Lieberman, Joel Pinsker, Marty Sacker, Sandy Sapphire, Laura Holtzinger-Levin, Avraham Ben Avraham Visara, Bob and Gert Kahn, Dave Bussey, Ron Levine, Jay Bainbridge, Chelsea Smith, Sheva Eta, Rory Freisler, and Deborah Seidel. And of course, those that we now name in our hearts. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim, blessed are you, O God, who brings healing to all who are in need of healing.
Sheberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Visheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now ask if you are able to please rise for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tetz gudula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
You may be seated if you are standing. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
At this time, our thoughts turn to those whom death has recently taken from us. We are in a period of Shloshim for Carol Levitan, Sandra Brecker, and Harold Progozin. We also remember those who have died at this season in years past. We observe the yahrzeits for Sylvia Bierman, Betty Bloomer, Charles Booth, Carrie Daneman, Bess Faust, Jack J. Goldstein, Bina Gradsky, Albert Grant, Etta Greenhouse, Abraham Heller, Ray Herman, Milton Cantor, Abe Kaplan, Jean F. Kritzer, Esther Lefkowitz, Ruth Lehman, Ida Levine, Pauline Levy, Max L. Lewin, Grace Lieberman, Bert Lieberman, Jeanette Mayman, Ruth Rubin Margolis, Leon Moell, Matilda Moltz, Sydney Orthwin, Catherine Ostrov, Harry B. Patterson, Jeanette Patterson, Bertha Pep, Louis Pollock, David Racketon, Gladys Ressler, Michael A. Rosen, Al Rosen, Lester G. Rothenberg, Frank Rubin, Jack H. Seidel, Ralph D. Shear, Sylvia M. Schrager, Gertrude Schoen, Esther Sobel, Wilbur Sussman, Stephen James Thal, Adeline Traxler, and of course those we name now in our heart, or perhaps pronounced differently, you may do so aloud, but we'll join together for the words of Kaddish. If you are able, you may rise either in body or spirit. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, לעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always and only be for a blessing among us. You may be seated.
Now, if you have some fruit of the vine, please join me in our Shabbat Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon yinchilanu, zikaron le'maaseh bereshit. Yehu yom techila le'menkrayei kodesh, Yitzrayim. Ivanu v'acharta, Tanu kidashta, Mikol hamim, V'shabbat kodshecha, Ve'ahava uvratzon, Inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
I apologize for that. I think we just had our first Zoom bomb, but we got her off really quickly. This is beautiful. We've got two beautiful halot, one for each child that braided it tonight. One looks like a pretzel, very pretty. And the other has chocolate chips. Thank you, Scott. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'te'avon. And to be fair, I'm taking a piece from both of them.